Hey, this is Carla from the Butcher Babies.
This is George Corner Fisher from Cannibal Corpse.
Hey, this is Rex from Kill Devil Hill. It's Wednesday 13.
This is Dad from Devil Driving.
This is Motorist from Quad. You're listening to Rabid Noise
on Rabid Radio.
Turn it up.
Welcome back to Rabid Noise on Rabid Radio. We are joined now with my good friend Jesse from Darkc3ll. What's going on, bud?
Nev, I'm doing great. How are you, buddy?
I am excellent. And I am enjoying this new album a lot, dude. It kills.
Really? Thanks, man. That's awesome. That's really cool. I'm really stoked about it too. So yeah, I'm stoked that you like it.
Man, I think so far, like, the word's starting to come through, and everyone's digging it, man. Haunted Reality.
It's kind of funny. It's the album that, I don't know, if it's not it, it's so close to being the album that you aspire and strive to make, you know, as an artist.
It's definitely an evolved piece of art, man. Like, it's, as you said, you know, it sounds like you guys really pushed to make it the best it could possibly be. And, man, it's just, you know, going back and listening to the other stuff is awesome. Like, the previous albums are mad. But this one, it just seems like you guys took it to some kind of dark places as well. Is that right?
Yeah, you could definitely say that, man. It's you think about it, it's the journey we've had in the last year or so. It's all on that album, you know. So it's all that emotion and energy. It's all there. It's all real. Like, we couldn't be happier with the result. Like, you know, we could have been like mad scientists and tinkered over it for another 2 months. But, you know, it's like sometimes it's better to just have it in a relatively raw and pure form. That's how I feel.
Did someone actually have to turn around and say, that'll do?
More so me to Matt, yeah, pretty much, because Matt was the last minute just still mixing it, and like, I lost count how many times the guy remixed the whole album. It was crazy. So, yeah, he kind of like something out of a scary movie, you know, like just that guy that almost dies at the desk. But I mean, hey, he loves it, what he does, and he's proud of obviously what you guys have achieved. Yeah. I'm just glad his head didn't explode like something out of Scanners, you know. That would have been frightening.
Oh, man, it's paid off, dude, and of course it comes out on Halloween. Yes,
best day of the year. Well, for me anyway.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's we're really excited about it. It's an exciting time, and it's like the first album that all four of us as a band contributed to the song. So, you know, it feels like a more solid body of effort from us as a band.
Have you guys got plans to celebrate on that day?
Not really. I think the tour is going to be the celebration for us, you know, being on the stage now. Like, we'll get together this week for rehearsal. The tour rehearsals have already started, so, you know, we'll get together and give each other a little pat on the back. But I don't know. We're funny like that. We don't really say much about these sort of moments, and we're one of them bands where we can just look at each other and give each other a certain look, and it just says 1,000 words, you know. And that's all that needs to be said. So yeah, it's cool.
And vinyl coming out on vinyl.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Scary experiment, but it was kind of crazy because, you know, a few of the I'm still getting used to saying that word, fans. A few of those friends and fans out there were, you know, like, inquiring about vinyl, and we just went, well, let's give it a crack, man. And, you know, the pre-orders went, pretty sick, actually. So it was a good experiment for us, you know. Why not, man? Everything sounds better on vinyl.
Definitely. Have you heard it on vinyl yet? Have you got your hands on it?
Not yet. No, it's, I believe we're picking it up tomorrow. So, yeah, exciting time, man. I'm really pumped about it because, I don't know, I think it's an accomplishment to have an album on vinyl, and, yeah, it's kind of crazy. So it'll be a weird moment, that's for sure.
It is kind of a weird thing that, you know, that's what every band dreams of, but it's something from, I guess, the past. Like, you know, before CDs and everything, everyone had vinyl. That's and tapes, and now it's sort of, you know, with the digital era, that a lot of people are like, I want to get it on vinyl. There's something special about vinyl, man.
It's like a sacred possession to a lot of people. I didn't realize how passionate people were about vinyl today still. It's a funny little thing, isn't it? Like, you know, we have this digital era where, you know, for so many young people, it's just easy for them to just go online and download it or go on Spotify or, you know, whatever. But there's nothing, you know, some of our favorite musicians that, you know, guys like you and me look up to, they all say the same thing. There's nothing like picking up a CD, a cassette, or a vinyl, and, you know, we're those guys that you pull out the sleeve and you just digest that whole thing cover to cover. You know, I'm the freak that smells the paper and just absorbs every molecule of it, you know, and then reads the liner notes and just, you know, with the music just taking over your soul. It's you can't get that on a download. It really can't. There's something about it.
No, I totally agree. I totally agree with that, man. Like, you know, it's convenient sometimes, but you miss out on all the fun stuff. Like, of course, the artwork. Yeah. And the artwork for this is unreal, man. Who did that? Who came up with that? Who did that?
Emma she's a designer for Morbid Carousel Designs. That's her company. Her and her husband, Turtle, are really good friends of the band. You know, they came to us as fans and, you know, just over the course of our friendship, you know, just always been admirers of the art. And, you know, one day jokingly we said, oh, man, it'd be funny to see your art on our album. And she's like, 5 minutes later, you know, doing up sketches and wanting to do it, you know. So it's kind of poetic to have this quality of art coming from someone who's as passionate about the music as we are. And, you know, they came on the journey with us in the creation of the album. So she got to hear all the music and stuff to inspire her to do the artwork the way she did. So I think she really hit one out of the ballpark. Did
you sort of give her the tracks and said just go to town, or did you have an idea in mind? We
gave some ideas, you know, like conceptually, like while the album is not really wholeheartedly a concept album, it celebrates many things, and like you say, it does go to some dark places, but it also celebrates that common love we all have of our childhoods and adulthoods, of, you know, all things spooky and strange and unusual, you know. So, you know, she was able to listen to stuff before it was even in its final form. You know, she got to hear a lot of the skeletons of a lot of these songs, and just to get an idea of the way the songs were shaping, you know. So never really done anything like that before, but, you know, it paid off because, you know, the inspiration was there for her to do what she did, and she really did a great job. And to me, she's definitely one of the most underrated artists right now in this country, that's for sure.
And it looks cool on a T-shirt too.
Yeah, totally, man. Absolutely. Does just such clever work, man. Just the attention to detail is frightening.
And it looks like they're all up, there's pre-orders are starting to get sent out. So you've had, like, you know, obviously the album and so and the shirts. Are the shirts available yet? Yeah, the shirts are available on pre-order as well. Yeah. We've got the new Preacher shirt and the album cover shirt. Yeah, it's really exciting, man. It's like just crazy that people want to buy your shirt. that just cracks me up, man. I still crack up at the fact that people like the music, but hey, that's cool. I'm down with that. That's really cool. Well, you're onto a good thing, man. So you've got people out there that, you know, love what you guys are doing, and of course, by the pictures that I've seen, you know, from the you know, the Army of Darkness, they you know, posting you know, everyone's keen, everyone's looking forward to it, and you know, of course, you know, I've listened to the album a couple of times. Yeah. And I definitely, the Stitch Your Heart is one of my favourite tracks on that. Definitely Matt and my favourite moment on the album for sure. It was like, that was just one of them songs that we just had a really good feeling about it. It's kind of like, you know, again, it's getting back to that, you strive to create a certain sound, and I think a lot of what we captured on that song is kind of the sound that we want to take from here on in, you know, that's kind of, that's the sound we feel just absolutely comfortable with. And plus for me, you know, I got to write the love song that I've never written before. So yeah, it was cool. Yeah, man. And do you find it's hard to sort of write from that perspective? Because I know I've spoken to you about it. Yeah. Like I've struggled myself trying to, you know, I guess I can't write lovey stuff. Yeah, it's interesting, you know, because
I don't normally write that kind of thing, but, you know, for me it was just like I guess, you know, for me there's a lot of thank yous on this album and there's a lot of fuck yous on this album, but, you know, for this is a sentimental thank you, and, you know, it's just a lot of feeling that I had pent up inside for a long time, that it just felt like the right time to just say it the way I wanted to say it, and it's a moment that can be shared with everyone. I think a lot of the lovebirds out there are gonna, you know, enjoy it for sure.
Well, it's definitely, like, lyrically, it's really cool. Like,
yeah, thanks, man.
You know, and the hook, and it's just, I can't fault it, man. I mean, it's awesome.
I'm really psyched about it just because it just captures the sweet spot and the sound and the hooks in the chorus and that. It's just, I don't know, just really exciting. And when we started rehearsing it, and just it's another level. Some of these songs playing live already, and this one in particular, I feel like, yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see how it all is received live. That's for sure.
And of course, Toxic Mutant Hero.
Yeah. Had to do it. I had to do it.
When I saw that title, I was cheering because both you and I can agree. That, is it about Toxie?
You know, it is, and it's okay. So basically, you know, Toxie is he's one of the main components of it, but it's also really, it's kind of my anti-hero song. It's kind of, again, it's one of the thank yous on the album. It's my thank you to my wonderful upbringing of comic books and horror movies and superhero movies and all that geeky culture that is now cool again. But, you know, it was out, you know, for us, for guys like you and me growing up, it was uncool, I guess, or it was cool to us, but, you know, it was our thing, you know, and it was sacred to us. And to me, that, you know, it just came to me, man. Like, I think I've said it to you once before, man, you know, like, I don't consciously think about these songs when I write, man. It comes to me, like, from when I least expect it. That was definitely one of the most fun songs. I mean, it did have other titles before that. I remember bringing it to Matt and saying, oh, I've got this song I think it was called Teenage Zombie Hero or something like that. And the chorus is similar, but the words were a little different. And, you know, the great thing about, you know, our partnership is that, you know, he's like, I hear what you're trying to say, but how about, like, try it like this? After a few back and forths of ideas, you know, this bad boy came to life. And, yeah, I love it, man. It's just, yeah. For me, it could go on any cartoon right now, I reckon. Oh,
totally. Have you ever been approached for something like that?
Not yet, but if someone's out there, we'd love to hear from them. That would be cool.
It would be cool. It would be cool, man. I could see that happening.
Yeah. I mean, look, for me, I didn't purposely write it as a sellout song or anything like that, you know. But for me, it's like, I guess, you know, I'm grateful for the years I've spent going to things like Supernova and, you know, spending epic amounts of days at the comic shops and that, and, you know, reading acres of comics and watching cartoons. And I don't know, that's just a culmination of those happy feelings, man, that, you know, that for me, reading comics and watching cartoons and those pop culture shows is like escapism at its finest. You know, you can have the shittest day, but then you pick up a comic book or watch a cartoon and just everything's okay, you know? Everything just melts away. So
that's
for me,
man.
That song is that celebration of that feeling and that excitement. So, you know, for me, when we play it live, you know, yeah, I expect to see a lot of happy faces and jumping around, and I want to see capes and unicorns.
I think it's definitely been received awesomely so far, man. So like, yeah. And of course, like Preacher, you previewed, you know, Preacher with your with the single, and the video for that was unreal too.
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, that was another fun song too. That's one of the fuck yous on the album. So yeah, that was a good one to do because I don't know. I think I just hit my peak with putting up with watching, not by choice, but just, you know, just streaming and seeing Benny Hinn and those TV evangelists douchebags on TV, and just, I don't know, I just went, dude, no, this is, no, not happening anymore, no. So I had to say something about it.
Yeah, of course, man. No, yeah. I'm with you on that, dude.
Yeah.
Especially if you have to
Had to be done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, you've got this massive tour coming up soon, which looks like you're kicking off on the 11th of November.
Yes.
And that's,
we start Rockhampton. Is it Rockhampton? Yeah, Rockhampton.
That's it.
Yeah, so we start from one end of the coast and end down the bottom end. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. We start the first 3 shows up north, so we're doing 2 of them with our mates in the Black Swamp. So, as I always say, what can possibly go wrong?
Nothing.
Yeah. Well, that's more of a Chippy phrase, actually. It was just, what can possibly go wrong? Famous last words, brother. Famous last words. So,
is Chippy going with you?
I believe the man's coming on the ride, so, yeah, lock up your beer fridge.
Here comes trouble.
Yep, exactly. Yeah.
And, of course, you're playing a couple of shows up this way, which is the Bright Side in Brisbane on the 19th of November, if I'm reading that right, and elsewhere on the coast, man, 25th of November.
Hometown hoedown, man, it's happening. The Satanic Unicorn Dance Party is happening at Elsewhere on the 25th, Friday night in Elsewhere. Place where I've spent many quality nights. I'm sure we're all guilty of it, and it's gonna be cool, something different. All the cool kids on the dance floor might need to bring a second pair of underwear because, there's definitely going to be a lot of party in your underpants action. So, that'll be crazy. But actually, I was going to mention too the Friday. I think it's Friday the 18th. We're playing up on the Sunshine Coast as well. We're doing the Mosh for Daniel charity show.
Oh, you are too? Yes. I apologise. I missed that date here.
That's cool.
But that's an important one.
That's a very important one. That one's really close to our hearts. So we're going to raise money for the Daniel Morecambe Foundation. Some of the nicest, awesomest people. And we did the first Mosh for Daniel, and it was just such a good party. Like, it was just great to see such a union of metalheads and freaks all in the same room, and even, the Morecambe family were there and having a great old time. So, it's going to be good, and it's good fun for all the right reasons. So, yeah, that'll be fun.
Awesome, man. And what about, of course, you've taken this right through to December, but what about 2017? What's cooking?
I guess I could probably say we already started writing the next album.
Already?
Yeah.
On fire.
On fire, bro. I don't know, just itchy, feeling creative, strike while the iron's hot, while the juices are flowing. And, we've already started, putting ideas together for the next release. So, I guess for us, I don't want to boldly forecast it, but I'm sort of calling it that we'll be a noisy bunch over 2017. So, we won't be staying quiet, that's for sure.
That's good news, man. That's awesome.
And, of course, just getting back to the tour, if anyone wants to come to Melbourne, they should, because we're going to be playing with our very good friend, Mr. Nero Bellum from Cyclone 9.
Oh, that's amazing, man.
Yeah, doing the guy wants to come to Australia, and he wants to play with us and do 2 shows in Melbourne. So, and he's doing limited number of VIP meet and greet packages and stuff like that. But he's going to do his modular synth set that he's touring at the moment.
So look at that, the dates there, 9th of December and 10th of December. So that's 2 dates.
Yep, 2 shows.
Awesome, man. That is unreal.
Yeah, first ever time in Australia, man. So, and for us, it's exciting because it's our first time being a part of bringing someone over from the US. So, we've worked together before. Nero did a remix on our remix album for the Ununited. So, we've been great friends ever since, and it's just going to be great. And hopefully it'll inspire and excite a lot of people to want him to come back and bring Cyclone 9 out.
That would be amazing, man. And of course, back to the album, there's one thing I wanted to mention.
Yes.
Forgot to mention before, that you have a special guest on the album too.
Yes, we do. We do. We have a song called Stab Me With Your Crucifix, and it was kind of the missing link on the album. it was the final piece of the puzzle, and our good friend Davey Suicide was a bit more eager than I expected to sing on the track. So it was great. It was really, really cool to not only have a guy just sing vocals, but he took the bull by the horns and helped rewrite the chorus. He co-produced it, man. Like, he really took ownership on it. So it was awesome.
That is awesome. Like, when I heard that, I was like, what?
Yeah.
I was like,
dude.
that is stupid, man. Like, and it's a damn good track too. The whole album as a whole. Like,
thank you.
I can't say enough good things, and I think people are just gonna lose their shit.
I really hope so, man. I just hope so. Like, I just hope it's just another notch in the belt for Australian music. You know, I just really hope that it's, you know, an album that can, you know, help more people take notice of the great music that's coming out of this country.
It's a good time, man. We've had some good releases. Of course, you got your album coming up. We've just had the Black Swamp.
Yeah.
Theirs as well. Aussie music is just on fire, man. Yeah,
it's a good time, man. Like, there's so much talent, and especially coming out of the Gold Coast and Brisbane, man. It's you know, with all this, you know, without getting political, you know, all the crazy antics of the government and the liquor licensing laws and that, you know, and the closure of so many great venues, it makes one scratch their head and wonder why, because there's so much talent and so much potential to reach such an international audience. Why wouldn't you nurture and promote your artists a bit better in this country? It just, it baffles me.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. It baffles me too. Well, man, we're going to go to the track, A Toxic Mutant Hero now. Thanks again for hanging with us on the show, dude. And I'll be seeing you on the Gold Coast, and urge everyone to get out there and support you guys.
Absolutely, man. Come out and let's party.